you, Mr. Footy Man.
Crush your head and crush it. Yeah, you like your head in a vice?
Well,
I'll crush it.
Management consultant and author Seth Alcorn defines anger as an emotion originating from anxiety, which, in turn, arises from feeling frustrated, humiliated, or threatened. These are all feelings that are pervasive in the current workplace. We have all experienced some degree of anger in the workplace. However, the magnitude and frequency of such outbursts seem to be on the rise. The root cause of anger can be traced back to both internal and external factors. This presentation will further explain the causes, impacts, and coping mechanisms of workplace anger. There are many causes for why an individual would become angry in the workplace. External and internal factors are obviously prevalent in many of these causes. One reason on the job-related side that someone can become angry at work is that they are overworked and underpaid. Companies are continuously looking for efficiencies, and associates are asked to take on additional workload when a coworker leaves the company. This all too often occurs without any additional compensation or rewards. More and more associates are asked to do the workload of 2 or 3 people, which can often lead to stress-induced anger outbursts. Another reason that individuals can become angry in the workplace is that they are in the wrong job, or a dead-end job, or even both. If you find yourself in this situation, rather than allowing the emotion of anger to get the best of you and portraying itself at the workplace, it would be better to channel your energy into preparing a resume and seeking a different line of employment that's more suited to your personality. And another reason that individuals become angry at the workplace is not taking time away from the job. Walk into any office with salaried employees and ask them when the last time they used all of their allotted vacation time was, or in some cases, any vacation time at all. You will often hear, well, I get 4 weeks of vacation. I think I took maybe 2 days off last year. This is not a good practice. It really is imperative that you take time away from work to recharge your batteries. People who take time away almost always come back to work in a much better mood and perform at much higher levels. You are given these vacation days for a reason. It really is important to use them and allow yourself to relax and rejuvenate rather than allowing the emotions of anger to burst out at the workplace. The following brief video shows a compilation of some of these reasons that leads to an anger outburst. Hey. Yeah, I'm looking forward to dinner tonight. Yep, I should be done in about 5 or 10 minutes. Let me get wrapped up and I'll give you a call. All right, love you, bye.
Hey Brian, John just quit and I really need you to finish these TPS reports by the end of the day today.
Hey, you're kidding, Amy, it's almost 5. I just got off the phone with my wife. I got dinner at 6:30.
Brian, I'm sorry, we promised the customers we would have this done. We need to make sure we hit this deadline, and with him quitting, it's just going to delay it even more. I'm sorry, but I really need you to get this done by 5.
Fine. My wife will eat dinner alone.
All right, thanks.
Fine.
All right.
Hey Brian, it's 5:05.
Hey, what's up, Cody?
Why are you not shutting down?
Man, Amy just walked in here. John quit. I got to finish up his TPS reports before the end of the day. I'm pissed, dude.
I'm trying to grab a beer. You want to go before you go meet your wife?
I can't, man. I can't. Dude, talk to Amy.
Hey, what's going on? What the heck? It's after 5. Why are you still here?
Amy just walked in and said John quit. I got to finish TPS reports.
Can't wait till Monday? Come on.
You know what? I do want a beer. Get it. Get done with this place.
What is the original source of anger? We have discussed external workplace behaviors and conditions that typically result in employee frustration, but why exactly do we get angry? What are the internal factors that cause us to feel angry? In the article titled Workplace Anger, It's All the Rage, written by Janet Pfeiffer, she explains that anger is the direct result of unmet needs and expectations. Within our everyday lives, we each have certain needs and specific expectations. These needs and expectations are unique to each individual. The list can be long and complicated or short and sweet depending on the person. Some examples are expecting to be treated fairly and with respect, being heard and understood, and being properly compensated and valued for our efforts and accomplishments. So long as our needs are met, we will be reasonably content and easy to get along with. However, when our ideals and reality do not coincide, the feeling of anger is born. This quote from Gil Schwartz is very fitting in regards to anger. Anger is fuel. You need fuel to launch a rocket. But if all you have is fuel without any complex internal mechanism directing it, you don't have a rocket. You have a bomb.
The emotion of anger is frowned upon in the workplace because it is characterized as weakness and loss of control. However, there are many tactics to managing anger that can help diffuse this emotion. One way an organization can control anger is through a company anger policy. This policy can set expectations for every employee by defining acceptable behavior. The policy must state consequences and how violations will be handled if anger arises. An anger policy can help build awareness within the organization and set expectations with employees from day one. Another coping mechanism is conducting company-wide anger workshops. Workshops can help employees gain valuable skills of how to control their frustration and anger when it is being felt at work. There are other ways individuals can deal with emotions in the workplace without a structured policy. For example, the individual can focus on the issue instead of the person. Also, focusing on what is being said rather than who is delivering the message can help take the emotion out of the situation. Building trust and developing a closer relationships to coworkers can also help decrease anger. The final coping mechanism I will discuss is being assertive rather than aggressive. The emotion of aggression focuses on winning, where you care less for others' feelings and needs. When you are assertive, you focus on balance. You are direct, honest, and respect the needs of others. Being assertive makes others aware of boundaries and expectations. Anger is a great force. If you control it, it can be transmuted into a power which can move the whole world. This quote describes how powerful coping with emotions the right way can be. There are great things that can come from anger, but it needs to be handled the right way. After Brian's angry outburst on Friday, here is how a company might handle an episode like this. Hey Brian. Hey, how you doing? Yeah. Can you just stop by my office for a second? Okay, thanks. Bye. Come on in. Hey Brian, how you doing?
I don't know. We'll find out after this conversation, I guess.
Did you have a good weekend?
Weekend was good.
Good. So, I wanted to talk to you about Friday. So, I understand you were upset. I understand where you're coming from. But we do have a company anger policy.
You could have told me about that stuff sooner, right?
Right. I take that feedback, but we do have a company anger policy against expressing emotions like you did on Friday. So
That was a one-time thing.
I know, but unfortunately I am going to have to write you up for this episode.
You're kidding, right?
So I think the feedback you've given me is very fair, but right now we need to focus more on the violation of our anger policy. So there's a couple coping mechanisms I just want to talk to you about. Couple things that we can do. So do you feel like you need a vacation? Do you need some time off just to decompress?
I don't need time off. I just need my Fridays to start at 5 o'clock.
Okay. So here's another thing. So there's an anger workshop. So Felicia, she's great. She's running the anger workshop next Monday. So it can help you be more assertive rather than aggressive and really help you learn just about some coping skills. What do you think? You want me to sign you up right now?
Yeah, that's fine, but I swear if I have to sing I Feel Pretty one time, I'm going to be pissed.
Having anger present within the work environment, it is almost impossible for a task to be completed effectively and efficiently. There are essentially three major factors impacted by anger of an individual or individuals at work. These factors include health, cognitive practices, and behavioral practices. Those individuals impacted include the employee or employees angered, as well as anyone in direct contact with the angered employee. Beginning with health, increased anger can be linked to many issues, such as depression, anxiety, and heart disease. These health issues can create absenteeism of the employees and also a decreased efficiency in the work performed. Next comes the impact anger has on individuals' cognitive practices. The Harvard Business Review claims that employees use less systematic reasoning when angered, leading to poor decisions being made. Employees, when angered, tend to finger point in order to blame other individuals, rather than dive deeper into the problem. Last, but certainly not least, is the impact anger has on behavioral practices of an individual. A major decline in company morale and communication is created because of this anger. Notice the frantic manner in which an angered employee carries his or herself at work. Such poor behavioral practices ultimately lead to a much worse social and corporate culture. After disciplinary action was taken, see the effects Brian's anger has on the work environment.
Did you see that Brian got pulled into Amy's office this morning? It has to be about Friday.
Oh, I heard about it. Can't wait to see what happened.
Did you hear his rant? I mean, he threw that magazine across the room.
I didn't see it. I walked in right before, but I heard everything that happened after.
He almost hit me with the magazine. He was so angry. I wonder what's going to happen.
Think he keep his job?
I don't know. Well, I guess it's 11 o'clock. We should probably get back to work.
Yeah, it's going another mishap.
Yeah. Hey.
Hey guys.
Come on.
You're never gonna get this. So, Friday, and sorry about that magazine.
Yeah. That's right.
I mean, that was some junk. It was the end of the day, and that was like 2 hours worth of work.
She couldn't have given you any more notice on that to get it done?
I don't know. She apologized for that, but I'm getting written up for this mess.
Seriously?
You're getting written up?
Yes, and wait for it, I have to go to an anger workshop.
You're kidding.
No, I'm serious.
With
Anger
Felicia?
workshop. Yeah, with Felicia.
Oh my god.
Right. Because she doesn't make people angry herself.
That's the worst. It's miserable.
It is.
Have fun with that. Jeez.
You know what? You guys, it's 11 o'clock, man. I can't take this. I want to take an early lunch or something. I need to get a beer. You guys want to come with me?
I'm down.
I figured you should.
I'm in.
All right, sweet. Let's hope Amy doesn't see us.
In conclusion, workplace anger is not a new phenomenon, but it is a growing challenge in many organizations. In order to circumvent any negative impacts on the business, it is important to find effective ways to avoid, diffuse, and manage anger. The company's culture can play a fundamental role in managing and coaching employees through feelings of frustration and anger. There are also proactive policies and procedures organizations can develop and implement to help control the emotion. Anger is a completely normal, healthy emotion so long as employees know how to deal with it.
I'm about to whip somebody's ass. Oh, I'm about to whip somebody's ass. Oh, if you don't leave me alone, you're gonna have to send me home, 'cause I'm about to whip somebody's ass.